Hello my friends, today we have an amazing battle against Hacked Glitch, who incidentally is one of my buddies from my RKF days. And we've had some amazing duels in the past, but the main duel now is between Dave and his celebi called Lyfe. So will Dave come back and bite him in the arse? Will his celebi be an annoying prick like it was last time? Perhaps Terry, or Wizcash, or Licky will do something. Or perhaps the fabled DD-Tran will come back to win him the day. Let's find out, shall we? So this was fucking awesome match. He did feel a bit bad because he bought a whole team of OUs. But it was so fucking beast. Anyway, he's going to lead straight out with Lyfe the Celebi, and I'm going to lead straight out with fucking Terry. And I think he doesn't want to take a gunk shot to the face, so I'm going to go for the dynamic punch, as he sets up a sub. And I'm like, tits on a fish, that's not good. As I also miss as well. And you're right, I need to go to summon. I'm predicting the T-Wave. He isn't going to go for a Grass Knot or Elite Seed, because he knows Terry has Liquid Ooze. So I know it's safe to go into Marowak. Or Wizcash, actually, either one. But in actuality, this is a different Lyfe. He has two. He has one with T-Wave and one with Stealth Rocks. But this is the Stealth Rock one, so I'm going to go into my Marowak as he sets up the Stealth Rocks. And then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to switch straight back into Terry so that I can lock him into Ice Punch. I was thinking Gunk Shot, but I wasn't sure what he had, and I didn't particularly want to lock myself into it straight away. So, he's actually just going to go straight for the Grass Knot, I believe. He isn't going to go for Elite Seed. He'll take a free kill on Marrow any day of the week. And Terry actually takes that decently well. Only does, like, what, 50 points? But he's actually going to go for a Grass Knot this turn as I go for an Ice Punch and break his up. And his Grass Knot's going to get a crit. That's a little bit crucial, just a little bit. That extra bit, like, extra 50 hit points would have helped me quite a lot. But what are you gonna do? It's game. Fuck it, I don't give a shit. You'll also notice this is quite a long video, and ye will see why. Anyway, as I Ice Punch his Celebi, he doesn't want to sit around for some banded Terry action, so he's actually going to switch into a Dusknoir that he has. Now, I know Dusknoir usually carries Wisp, but I don't know why, I felt pretty confident staying in with Terry, and I was saving my main player, Dave, just for safekeeping, because Dave has got a history against Hacked. Whenever Dave is introduced, Dave fucks shit up. But here comes the Dusknoir, and this is a banded Ice Punch. And on a Dusknoir, I'd say that's pretty respectable damage when you consider it's not stab. So, I'm pretty confident. I was thinking of switching out, but I think, you know what, bugger it. Let's go for the kill. Come on, Terry. Let's do this! But he's got his own Ice Punch. And he's bringing me down, and he's actually doing quite a lot there. But he's at half. I can take another Ice Punch. I can fit another one in, and I'll get him down to the point where I should be able to get... I could 2-hit KO him with Ice Punches from here. I reckon it would be really close, but I reckon I could pull it out. So that's what I'm going for. And he said he brought the wrong Dusknoir. He has a tricky Dusknoir that he wanted to use, but he accidentally got the wrong one, but whatever. So I just go for it. And he goes Ice Punch, and then he's going to Shadow Sneak me and take me out. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Because that means I get a free switch into the one and only Dave. And Dave, Dave is just a monster in this battle. He is just a train. So while Terry goes down, thank you, Terry. You did some work. You didn't hit your dynamic punch, but... In time, you will show me, Terry, the power of your banded dynamic punch. But now I'm going to go into Dave, and the Shadow Sneak is kind of obvious, and that's what I kind of thought he'd do. But I'm just going to go for a Shadow Ball, and it turns out he doesn't. I think he thought he would live, or he could Pain Split. But Dave takes down the Dusknoir, so that's one kill for Dave. And, Dave is just a monster in the guise of a balloon. Dave doesn't give a fuck. He is so awesome, as are all the pokes on this team. Just beasts in their own right. So he's going to go in a Gyarados. And I'm thinking, what the fuck are you going to do with that? Dave's got Charge Beam, mate. You don't give a fuck about your stupid Gyarados. And besides, my gear is way better. It's fucking mixed. So anyway, I'm going to go Charge Beam. Just smash the Gyara. And it's going down, and it's going down. And he takes it with about half, which I'd say is quite respectable, but he goes for a taunt. Now, that's quite crucial. That means I can't sub, but as you'll find out, subbing was actually the one thing that probably helped me quite a lot. Well, not subbing, rather. But anyway, he's going to switch out, and he's going to go into his celebi. And I'm thinking, okay, alright, fine. I'll go for another charge beam, and I do finally get the fucking boost. Charge beam has been so crap for me lately, but I do get the boost. And now Dave's at +1, and what I'm thinking is, okay, if he leech seeds me, which isn't that bad of a thing, eventually he's going to knock me down to where I can get my my Pataya and my Unburden boost. So it'll be a +2, 400 and something speed Goliath of a Dave. And I go for a +1 Shadow Ball, and it just demolishes the Celebi, just ruins it. And I was like, fuck yes, go on Dave, you got this lad, you got this lad. And the leech seed saps me a bit. Now I'm thinking he's going to want to save his Celebi. His Celebi's still got some use in him. So I'm thinking, ha 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 ha, let's go hidden power flying. Switch it up a bit. Just going to get a bit funky with him. So, and he's going to switch. He needs his Celebi. His Celebi is so fucking good. More people should use it. Like, I wouldn't say Stealth Rock's on a subset, but T-Wave, oh, fucking horrible. Anyway, I go Hidden Power Flying. Fuck yeah, Hidden Power Flying. Real men use Hidden Power as a stab move. And it just, rolls over the Sizzle. Now, I was thinking of switching, but last time I saw him go Pursuit, and I wasn't entirely sure. But unfortunately, he's just going to play it safe. He's going to go for that Bullet Punch, and Dave is going to go down. After, effectively, well, he killed the Dust Noir, and just demolished a Celebi and took a Sizzle down to half. As far as I'm concerned, Dave did perfectly right there. Dave was amazing. So, round of applause for Dave. Just, And now I'm going to go on a Licky Licky, because I'm fucking scarfed, right? Okay, you all know this by now. And I'm going to Fire Blast him in his fucking face. And that's what I'm going to do, as he's thinking. And he says he's going to switch into Gira. But, what's that? Is that... Oh, wait. It's the DC train coming through. Oh, no. As it turns out, Hacked has quite a lot of faulty DSs. And he put it down, and it froze. Not your fault, Hack, no worries. And don't think he DC'd, because Hacked is too chill to do that. Alright? So I was like, fuck it, whatever. Don't really care. So we've got an intermission. I'm like, right, you just want to go straight again. Just switch leads, and we'll just balls it from there. And he was like, yeah, okay. So I'm thinking I'll put Licky in the front, because I reckon Licky could be a power player here. You know, he's got the Fire Blast to deal with the Sizzle and the Celebi, and he's got that Stab Smexy Explosion just hidden, you know, just waiting to be used. So I'm thinking, okay, let's dump Licky there. My camera is still being a dick! Oh my god! One of these days, guys, I was gonna buy a better one, but better ones kind of cost money, and I don't really have the money to buy a better one now. Smoking's expensive, so yeah, that's why I don't have a better webcam. I must admit, the quality for this one is awesome. It's really nice, but just the way they mounted it, good idea for computer screens, but for unconventional use, it's kind of wank. I doubt they had it planned for unconventional use, but that's their hindsight, the bastards. Who made this? Microsoft, you bellends. That and Halo 4 is Halo 4 to 6. Go dive under a train, Microsoft. Just drag the entire Microsoft building under a train. As I'm sure you've guessed, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of Microsoft's planned Halo 4 through 6. Really, really not. And this is coming from the guy who thinks Halo 3 is probably the best game ever made, ever, when you consider everything and how much I like it. So that says a lot. But still, that's another rant for another time. Anyway, we're getting back into it again. And like I say, I'm leading off with my Licky Licky. And he's going to lead off with his Gyarados. I'm like, rats, I should have put T-Bolt on it. But I wasn't entirely sure. I always preferred Fire Blast on my Lickies myself. Because Fire Blast, and it just kind of adds another dimension to it. But unfortunately, Licky's kind of outclassed it. So I'm thinking, I will go into my own Gyarados, sir. My own Gyarados will ruin your silly Gyarados. And that's exactly what I do. I can also get an Intimidate on his Gyarados, which further ruins the stupid snake, because Marwa's better. So I'll bring him in, and I always put my pokes in heavy balls. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah, I don't know, I like the heavy ball. Reminds me of me. Anyway, he's going to go for a waterfall, he's going to get another crit. And I was like, no, come on Gyarados, come on buddy. But he's going to go for a taunt, as I go for a Stone Edge. And it doesn't kill the Gyarados, but it does get mightily close. And I don't even have any attack invested in this Gyarados, and it does a hell of a lot. A hell of a lot, and that's really good to see. But unfortunately, Life Orb's taking me down, and I don't know if I'm going to live another waterfall, because I know that this one doesn't have waterfall. It's probably got EQ. No, I mean, Stone Edge has probably got EQ, because I remember it from last time. So he's going to go for the waterfall. Gyarados lives it, and I fire off a fucking Life Orb Hydro Pump. Boom! Get out, son! Gyarados doesn't give a fuck. God, mixed Gyara, guys. Amazing. So, Agira lives on 2, so I get a bit of scout, and I get to see what he's going to bring in. I can kind of try and plan around it. It's going to be difficult, because now he knows a lot of my game. I mean, he's seen Terry for all its beautifulness. He's seen Dave, he knows Dave's entire set. My gear is effectively done, and he kind of knows what Licky's gig is. Kind of. So, I'm not entirely sure. I'm a bit stuck on that. But he's going to go into a Zapdos. And he's actually just going to go for a Hidden Power, whatever it was, just to see what it was. But I'm thinking he's thinking it's Grass. But I'm not going into Whiscash. I'm not making that gamble. If it was Ice, Whiscash would set up all fucking day. But if it's Grass, Whiscash will get ruined. So I'm thinking, okay, let's just go into Terry. I know the Sizzle's there, but let's fire off a Banded Gunk Shot. Let's see how we go with that. Yeah, I mean, it is a Zapdos, and Zapdos is incredibly bulky. But he's going to go for a T-Bolt, and it actually brings me down to about half, which is, well, no, I'd say quite respectable for Terry. But then Banded Gunk Shot, blah! And it hits the Zapdos, and holy shit, look at that. Nearly one-shots it. Fuck it. Terry's awesome! God, Banded Terry, Banded and specially defensive Terry, kids. You can't go wrong. But I predicted him to switch out. So I go into Marowak, and now I'm thinking, fuck. He might have Hidden Power Grass, and I've got Marowak. I need to switch out again. So I'm thinking, hey, let's go to Licky. So I switch out, and he's going to Roost. And I'm like, oh, I could have killed it with the fucking Terry. But I didn't, so there you go. So he's going to Roost up, and now Licky's kind of here like, oh, can't really do much to this stupid Zapdos. But still, Terry was fucking awesome. That is incredible power. I should try Banded Garbodor. That would be awesome. But he's going to go into his Dusknoir as I go Ice Beam. And it doesn't do too much, but that's because Dusknoir's a Dusknoir, let's face it. So, I'm going to switch out. And I'm actually going to go to Terry, because I know the Wisp is coming. But again, Dave is my play. I need to keep Dave at a lot of health. So he's going to go for a Wisp. And like I say, Terry's done its job. It has proven its power. Nearly one-shotting a fucking Zapdos is that's respectful, I'd say. That is very respectful indeed. But now I think, okay, I'll just go for a Gunk Shot. It's my most powerful move. But he knows my game now, so he's going to switch into Scizor. I could have predicted that. But Terry's kind of done its job, and it's burned. So sorry, Terry, but you got to get cut loose. I need some scouting. I need to see what he's going to go into. But he's actually going to be very smart and, kind of obvious, really. He's just going to U-turn out. He's going to kill Terry, and then he's just going to go straight back into Dusknoir, just because he can, really. Ultimately, in the end of the day, he has no reason not to. So, a bit of a waste of Terry. If I just Gunk Shotted twice, that's a free kill on the Zapdos. Terry's done, but, free kill on the Zapdos, man. But there you go, I made the misplay, because I thought he was going to go into Scizor, that's why I went into Marowak. Because Marowak could sponge any of his hits, and then Sob, Boomerang, Focus, Boomerang, I don't know, yeah. So there you go, in comes Dusknoir, and I'm thinking, okay, if I go into Marowak, Marowak is going to be quicker. He's gonna be quicker. Dusknoir is so slow. So I'll go to Marrow. I'm just gonna go straight for a sub. Not fucking around. Just in case he goes for a Wisp, or, as you'll see, a Curse, or a Pain Split, if he's got that. Which I'd assume he does. But I go sub. He goes Nightshade, predicting that very well. And, I'm thinking, well, he's seen me go sub, and I've seen him go Nightshade. So he's gonna be thinking, I'm gonna go for a move that isn't sub. So I'm gonna sub again. He's like, balls, I went Curse. Ah, and I'm like, fuck yes. Go Marrow. I thought Curse went through sub, actually, but as we've just seen there, it bloody well doesn't. So I'm going to go for my fucking Boomerang. Hit the Dusknoir, and two full Boomerangs is a 2-hit KO on Dusknoir. That is power, my friends. Marrow is fucking awesome. But he's going to Nightshade and break my sub. And I was like, okay, I'll just go straight for another Boomerang. Why the fuck not, man? Marrow's so chunky, he'll be cool. But unfortunately, my next Boomerang misses, and he's gonna get another Nightshade on me. And I swear to God, Hax has been going against me. It's some bastard Hax God doesn't want Dave to get anywhere, but I will persevere. And it wasn't really Hack's fault, I suppose. Since he's called Hacked, Hax for him seems quite appropriate. But there you go. Anyway, I do actually hit my next Boomerang, and I just, like say, completely ruin the Dusknoir. So, pure power from Marrow there. Fucking beast. Stab Boomerang is awesome. So there we go. And that's it. Yeah, there we go. Now goes the Dusknoir. Although Marrow is effectively done now because of that that first Boomerang miss. So he can just go into Sizzle, and once again he can just U-turn take me out. But I'm starting to get the point. I need to get somewhere. So I don't know. It's got to come from somewhere. Because like I say, his Dusky's gone, but his Sizzle can still bullet punch Dave. But I've also got Whiscash, but he also has Celebi. So there are lots of things in play. I've got to try and kind of muscle my way through some of it. Like, either Sizzle's got... I need to get rid of Sizzle. Sizzle is a huge just roadblock for me. But I need to try and get Whiscash in it in such a way that he isn't going to be able to do anything to me. Which is a lot more difficult than you think. But he's going to go into Celebi now, as Marrow dies. And I'm thinking, okay, this is the perfect time. I'm going to go into Dave. He's going to Elite Seed me, and I'm actually going to go for a sub this time. Because that way, I can get a Charge Beam off, I can get up to +1, and I can sub down after a bit of Elite Seed sub breaking. I'll go to +2, and then, theoretically, if I kill everything, and I mean everything, I'm cool. Alright, Dave will be good to go. Because Leech Seed wouldn't kill him. He'd have 2 turns after I get my Pataya. So he Leech Seeds me and switches out and goes into Sizzle. I'm just going to go straight for a Charge Beam. I know this is cutting it close, but I need at least 2 boosts to kill the Sizzle. So I get my special attack boost. I see Leech Seed going down. I'm thinking, okay, if he bullet punches me, kills the sub, I'll sub again. That will knock me into the point where I get my Pataya and my Unburden. Dave is God, and I will run train. I haven't seen what else he's got, but that's my game plan at this point. And I do have Whiscash sitting back, just in case. And Licky Licky for some clutch scarf amazingness. So there you go, it brings me down. I get my Pataya, I get my Unburden. And now I'm just going to go for a Hidden Power Flying as he bullet punches me. And holy shit, this does damage. Bear in mind, this is a 70 base power move. Hidden Power Fly, that's stab. So that's what, 105-ish? Yeah. It's going down, and it just barely misses out on KOing the Scissor. And I was like, no, Dave! No! Oh, no. He was so close. He was so close. Poor Dave. Nah. He could have had it. He was that close to getting the Scissor and really, really making the win possible. But I was just a bit out. But now he can bullet punch me. And this is really bad. He does get another crit, which is just like, oh! I get min damage, or it might have been max, I don't know. I might ask him to calc it at one point. But yeah, I'm going to go into fucking Whiscash, because I'm going to try and force him out. And what I should have done was DD. Should have done it. If I'd have DD'd, I might have still won. I'd need a crit on the celebi, yeah, but I might have gotten a bit closer. So what I actually do is I predict him to switch out into the celebi, and I go into Licky Licky. But what he actually does is he switches out and goes into the Zapdos? Yeah, goes into the Zapdos, and I'm thinking, I need to kill this. I need to kill something. But if I'd have just DD'd, I would have gotten a fuck ton closer. But it was such a good game. As I go Explosion, just trying to get a kill on anything. And he's going to sack Sizzle. He makes the right prediction. I was so tempted to Fire Blast, but I didn't. So I go Explosion. I kill the Sizzle. And Licky, you did good, buddy. You did good. All of the Pokemon on this team were fucking good. Oh, just awesome. Pure awesome. But now it's down to Mr. Bean. He needs to do something. He doesn't know what he's up against. He doesn't have much information. What's he going to bring in? Oh my god, it's DD-Tran! Ah! The one thing that rivals Dave and Licky for sheer awesomeness, and maybe Crossboys and Machamp, is DD-Tran. Scarf DD-Tran. But he's going to explode. It's going down like Live Whiscash, but he doesn't. That was a great game hacked. Great games, actually. I hope you enjoyed this one, guys, and I will see you for the next video. Alright.